everybody! My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to the final little bit of Digimobs on the channel for a while. Remember yesterday how I said I was planning one more little one-shot video with the Digimobs mod after the actual series finished up? Well, welcome to the Coliseum. Yes, it's not much to look at. It's basically just a giant oval of bedrock with the slightest little bit of like detailing work on the ground and like the barest minimum I could do for like stands. But yeah, I just needed like a big open space for what I have in store. But anyways, yes, this is the Coliseum. And today we, as you do with a Coliseum, are putting on a show and a fight between the Digimobs mod. You can sit down there, Punimon. And as this little dragony fellow can show, the Ice and Fire mod. I think it was the episode whenever Garurumon, we first got Garurumon after Gabumon digivolved for the first time. We had our yeah, I was talking about how Garurumon at that point had like several hundred health and was basically on par health-wise with a lot of the Ice and Fire stuff. And since then, I've been really curious who could win. So, that's what we're going to do today. And I was going to have Punimon and Fry here fight. Like, they both babies. I don't feel like doing that anymore. So you two can just, I'll go put you two up in the bleachers. You guys can watch from the stands. So, you two can just sit right here next to, you're already sitting, right? Yes. You two can sit up here next to Gabumon, then. Enjoy the show, you three. Yeah, that's our goal for today. And to do that, I have here the Mob Battle mod, which basically gives me control over, the Mob Healer, the Mob Killer, just like one-shots anything, and the Mob and Rager. So I can, like, click on two mobs and they will attack each other. But, let's go over... I'm gonna close that. I have, like, the tiniest little bit of command block work and redstone work to get that done. But anyways, let's look over what we have here for this battle. I had something here at that point. I had Punimon and Fry up there sitting in these spots right here when I was planning to use them for a fight. So that's why things are a little bit off. So yes, looking at it here, we have our matchups that I have planned out. Basically, what it comes down to is the Garurumon versus Ice Dragons of various stages. I have it in training, facing off against Stage 1, Rookie versus Stage 2, Champion versus Stage 3, and Ultimate versus Stage 4. A little bit of a spoiler, Stage 5 is in this box, in case of video finale, break glass. In here, I just have like a whole bunch of extra dragons, some of the, like dragon taming stuff and dragon feeding stuff, and like some of the extra mobs for fights. I'm not fully planned out with what I'm going to do with these. That sort of depends on how the rest of these fights go. But I have a feeling that if these Digimon can actually handle the dragons just fine, they're going to be able to handle any of these mobs. But yeah, let's take a look at what we have for like our first fight set up. And I think we're going to be starting with the Gabumon lines. Or no, we're gonna start these. So our first fight is going to be Sunamon versus Stage 1 Ice Dragon. This is as big as a Stage 1 dragon can get, and it's not super big in comparison to like the Stage 5. But we'll get to show those off in a moment. As for what's going on with these eggs and this line over here, we have in this second row facing off against Fire Dragons, Frigimon and Monzemon, who didn't actually get a lot of showtime in fights during the actual series. And then I have these two eggs here just basically as a placeholders for now. These are going to be Pagumon and Chumon. I gave them 0 screen time, so I figured I'd give them a chance to get involved in the fighting today. And then, basically, facing off against the lightning dragons is a bunch of Digimon I liked, but I didn't get to show off. Well, in this case, this is Devimon, Devimon, and that line. We're gonna have that go up to Ultimate to show off Myotismon. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab Sunamon and the Tier 1 Ice Dragon to start off with. And, I think we're gonna go just, like, jump into things. Let me see. I think how it's gonna be best to do this is if I make, like, little boxes. Because, little bit of breaking the fourth wall here. This is my second time starting this. Let me do... And let me grab a builder's wand real quick. So, yeah. Little bits of info. This is technically my second time trying this. And it failed miserably the first time because I didn't know how to... I didn't have the Digimon properly set up to actually fight each other. So it ended up not working exactly how I want. I'm hoping that will be fine. I should have set up these boxes beforehand. So what is that? That's 5 blocks away from the center. 2, 3, 5. And I'll just set up like an equal size box. It doesn't have to be perfect. That'll do. This will be for our little dragon friend. At 112 health. I didn't actually pay attention, apparently, to how much health max size tier 1 dragon has. I'm hoping Sunamon here will be up to the task, considering it's at only 48. Anyways, if I take the Enrager and I left click on Sunamon, and then I left click on Ice Dragon, they'll start going at each other. And now, all I have to do to properly set the fight is go to the corners, and as soon as I type in slash set air, the fight will begin. So, on a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, Sunamon versus the Ice Dragon. Go. So, oh, Sunamon's half health, but so is the dragon. Whoa! That's... okay. What are your stats like? Like, special stats won't matter in this. The Digimon can't use their special moves on things that aren't Digimon. But look at that. Sunamon was getting 3 hit there. And just out-damaged and out... yeah, that's... is that how all these fights are gonna go? Or the Digimon... they don't have as much health in most cases, but they're just going to, like, out-damage? I suppose that might change up once the dragons start gaining the ability to actually fly while they fight and start using breath attacks, which I think starts at stage 3. So, I'm sorry, dragony friend. Round 1 goes to the Digimon. Barely. One more hit and Sunamon was going down. So Sunamon, I suppose you can go up into the stands because you won. I guess winner gets to watch, and then I'll start building up Digimon on this side, dragons on this side. Sunamon, sit down. Oh, I actually messed up a little bit. Didn't actually get rid of all the bedrock. / undo. I'll get that back. And I'll fix this. Actually, these boxes are very quickly going to become too small. What I should probably do is just like a line across the front. So 1 second. Okay, the arena has been updated to have this red rock barrier in the middle. So hopefully that will make it so I don't have to like keep building up bigger and bigger boxes. I suppose, should we go all of the ice or all of the tier 1s first? I suppose we'll go all the tier 1s first. See if different types of tier 1 dragons makes a difference, or if difference, whatever's make a difference in these fights. But anyways, before we can do that, we actually have to properly hatch up our Pokemon egg here, which is only going to take a moment with cheats. Use an alarm clock to get it up immediately from the egg to Zerumon, and soon as it hits level 5, which is basically just after 4 of these, Digivolve to Pokemon, and you don't have enough what? Age! I forgot about that one. Forgot that was a requirement, so there's that. Zerumon Digivolve to Pokemon. And let me actually grab a pet real quick. A V-pet. I'm in the wrong mode, apparently. There we go. We got Pokemon here. And what I'm going to do is just copy them real quick a couple times. I'll be able to turn one of these pretty quickly up into Chumon, and then I just have an extra one in case I want to do something extra with it. It just makes it a little bit easier. But anyways, with that all said and done, Agumon here, our Fire Dragon friend here, Mob and Rager. Mob and Rager. This Pokemon actually has better stats than the whatever did. Oh, they're going around. They have good path fighting. No. Who's winning? It's the Pokemon. Pokemon's one hit again. Is that how all the fights are going to go with the tier 1s? Like, it seems like the dragons get 3 hits off on the Digimon. Or I guess that was 4 that time. I guess this Pokemon has like a slightly slower speed stat than the Sunamon had. Okay. So, once again, the Digimon reigns superior in round 1 combats. I guess I'll put the skulls in here in the scales. Just to show, like, yeah, this burial services will be coming soon. So, Pokemon gets to join Sunamon up in the rafters. Or not in the rafters, the stands. The rafters are something entirely different. And while they're sitting here, they should actually start gaining health. Although they might have to be like full hungered for that. Okay, those two will be fine up there. Let's do / undo again. And get the wand so I can extend this further, because they definitely they just pathfound their way out. That should be good. I actually have a lever to close this gate. I'll have to do that in a moment. Okay, I'll reselect all that in just a moment. Last round for the tier 1 dragons. I actually only have Impmon here, because oh yeah, because that would already be my spot I had selected. Let's close up the gate real quick. Actually only have Impmon here, because Impmon is actually only level 5, just like the, yeah. Impmon actually isn't full health. This is the partner Digimon I got with when I started up this world. I figured I'd show off something a little bit different with him. With them, rather. So Impmon here is actually one of my favorite Digimon. He's from the 3rd series, Digimon Tamers. Where are you going? And I actually love his evolution too. Might or might not see that later. But yeah, I figured he was my start. He was the starter it gave me on this run. I show him off, and he's level 5, similar to the rest of the whatever's the in trainings I was using a second ago. That word just escaped me for some reason. Are you asleep? You're asleep, aren't you? I need my dragon command staff. Staying, escorting, wandering. If I set you enraged, will you actually go to combat despite being... No, no! Cheater! actual cheater there. Ugh. Why are you asleep? Are the lightning dragons nocturnal? Wake up. Come on. It's not nap time, it's fight time. If I feed you, like, steak, will you gain back food, back health? Is that how this works? Yes, yes it is. Are you still... Yes, you're still stage 1. So what if I set this to time sets night? You are nocturnal, okay. Slash effect. Yeah, I didn't realize the lightning dragons were nocturnal. That's interesting. Night vision. There we go. So, you get to go back. Enrager. Enrager. Fight. Okay. That one wasn't even close. It's like a... I forgot to set a time for the night vision. Okay, so that's actually some good proof towards just how much better rookies are than in trainings. It's literally, it looked like he was doing double damage. How much did you take overall? 36. So the dragon got in 3 hits, doing 12 apiece, because that looks like... It looks like your defense stat probably doesn't matter too much when it comes to fighting things like this. These appear to do like 12 damage every time. It's just only gotten 3 hits this time because you're a rookie, hit slightly faster, and then you do almost double damages. Because I saw like a 36 or something like that on one of the hits from you. So okay, that's something interesting to learn. Just how much better rookies actually are. Oh, this really is looking like this is going to be pretty one-sided. I was expecting this to be a lot closer. I'm gonna have to try something in a moment where Am I really gonna have to try grabbing one of these Digimon that won against the tier 1s and tasting it up against a tier 2? I'm assuming that either of these will just lose. I'm assuming that's almost guaranteed. Impmon might stand a chance, if it does work how I thought it did. Also, this wall appears to just not be working. And I need to get through here to get back in here. Drop the flesh. Drop the hearts. Actually, interesting. I didn't actually get scales for that one, but I did get flesh. Weird. Okay. So that egg's left over from that fight. So I guess we move on to stage 2s then. Rookies versus max size whatever's. Ugh. So close the gate. Set up the fights. Ice Dragon, who is currently set to sit down, which we need to change. Escorting Wandering. A stage 2 Ice Dragon has 9 defense and 208 health. Meanwhile, Gabumon here has 109 health and stats. So let's do that. And 3, 2, 1, set them to fight. 3, 2, 1. Now that we actually have this set up to get rid of the wall, fight. Let's see. Gabumon did like 30 damage in 1 hit. The dragon's doing damage back. Oh, stage 2 breathes ice. Okay. Once again, closer than I was expecting. The tier 2 ice dragon's breath attack did something, and it was doing enough damage, or not enough damage, but it was doing damage at least. I need to get rid of these ice spikes, otherwise Gabumon's gonna knock itself out after the fight's already over. I have a feeling this is how this is gonna keep going. But that 100% erases all doubt in my mind that That erases every thought that either of these two would be able to beat a tier 2. It does, however, still leave in question whether or not Impmon could. Because I think Impmon loses. I think, but I'm not 100% sure. You know what? We can test this. Impmon, let's grab a healing thing. And I'm gonna go grab another Stage 2 Ice Dragon real quick before we move on to the Stage 2 Fires and whatnot. I need heals. I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch of large healing floppies. Do that. So, Impmon's getting another challenge because I don't know if he'd win again. This is slowly becoming less combat oriented and more testing exactly the limits and stuff. Also, I just need like a chest for... I need a chest for all the empty dragon things. I don't think I need a mob killer. The dragon horns are just gonna get sat in here. I need to keep those Pokemons on me. Okay, so we have all this. This is why I kept the extra dragons in here. And technically I even have wind crates in here that I can just place down to get more if I want. So, slash undo. Set up a tier 2 ice dragon right here. Set you to wander. That's you to follow. Mobbed Ranger. Mobbed Ranger. Slash. Set air. Set sir? No, set air. Oh, the dragon started flying. I wasn't sure if it would do it at age 2. Okay, so I have no idea who's actually going to win. Impmon has a chance. Oh my god, really? You actually won? What are you at? Like, 2. Okay. So, the starter Digimon that you have has boost their stats. I figured that out. It's always, like, as good as the stats can be. So, if this was any level 5 rookie, actually level 5 rookies are incredibly hard to get, unless it's your starter. So, I don't think I legitimately could get a level 5 rookie besides this. And because that Impmon has, like, boosted stats, because they're special, because they're your starter. So, apparently, Impmon can beat up stage 2s despite being a rookie, where the other level 5s couldn't. And that makes sense. It's just... Wow, I was not expecting Impmon to win that fight, actually. And he barely, just barely did. Like, that very well could have been a draw. If the Ice Dragon had set up had breathed at him as Impmon got the final hit, and Impmon was stuck on one of those ice spikes, that was a draw. That's how close that was. But, I'm beginning to see a pattern. It appears that in order to get Ice and Fire their wins, I'm gonna need to do some, things might have to be doctored a little bit. I wasn't expecting this. But, Pagumon. We're on to stage 2 Fire Dragon, which is going up against Chumon. To do that, I am once again grabbing alarm clocks and exabytes. And let me do that. So, V-Pets. Let me put you in the offhand again. I need to get you to level 11 to get to unlock your rookie, and then just give you a whole lot of age things. Agumon Digivolve to Chumon, who's actually going to get the fight for once. Let me set you to sit real quick. Sit down, please. 121. I wish you were sitting, like, here instead, so you were right on the edge. So, tier 2 Fire Dragon, again. Like 200 stats. Where are you going? Come back here. Can't go anywhere because it can't go anywhere because I have up the barriers. They're just what are you doing? What is happening? Oh, this is the Dragon Command Staff. That's not the Mobbed Rager. Have you follow? Enrage. That air? Oh, the fire dragon started breathing fire. Oh, it actually destroyed the earth. Okay, that's when the fire dragon started. Whoa, what has happened there? How did you win? It's much closer, much closer than it was with the with the ice dragon. Oh, there's fire under the map, I think. Look at that! If I were to accidentally smack Chumon right now with just my bare hand, it would still beat them. It would still be able to knock them out. It was literally 1 HP. Chumon barely avoided like a fire tick of damage. And because of that, they won the fight. That is insane. This is much... The Digimon are winning these fights, but it's like so much closer than I was expecting that winning is barely what's happening here. So, let me just grab, dump a lot of stuff in here. Those are the wrong scales. Ugh, I messed this all up, didn't I? There, that works. So, another dragon heart, another dragon whatever. And another Digimon enters the stands. This is so much more one-sided than I was expecting. Like, Digimon have won every round so far. And I've done a couple test fights trying to make sure things were working and like setting up a Digimon to fight a dragon wasn't going to just like completely murder the server or murder the world. And it doesn't, which I'm very glad for. But even in those little test things, and by test things I mean I had a tier 3 up against like level 44 ultimate or something like that. So it wasn't even really a fair fight. Even in that, the Digimon won handily. But I was expecting, oh, this is obviously not a fair fight. An ultimate level 44 is going to beat up a dragon because it had like double the health. And it did beat up the dragon very handily. But I wasn't... I was expecting some of these fights to go towards the dragons, but it just hasn't happened yet. Very, very interesting. But anyways, I just sort of talking as I was going through this. Next up is the stage 2 Lightning Dragon. And for this, I'm actually setting up another rookie that I really like but didn't show off in the series. Jerry Egg, Digivolve 2. Hatch 2. Yarimon. Get you up to to level 5. Get you up a whole bunch of levels. Look at the little puffball with like dragon wing ears. It's so cute. Yarimon. Digivolve 2. Digimon or Gigimon. I think it's Digimon. I'm not entirely sure. Look at them. Tell me your favorite food. No, your favorite food is bones? Why? Your favorite food should be bread. You want Guillemon bread, don't you? That sounds more accurate. That, and I think you should have enough age already. And here's the Digimon I actually want for this fight. Digimon, Digivolve 2, Guillemon. One of my favorite Digimon. Literally top 5. I have no idea who my top 5 of Digimon is, but Guillemon's probably 3rd? Or 2nd? I don't know. It's probably Black War Greymon, who I probably should have showed off, but didn't. Guillemon, Agumon, Omnimon, and I have no idea who else. And that's not all entirely in order of what it would actually be. Those are just probably my top 5. I don't know. Alright, I only named 4, so I guess. Yeah, one of my favorite Digimon. I forgot your Nocturnal. So let's go back to, where is it? Time sets. Nights. I should have done the night vision thing. If I give 10,000, that should be due. that should work. You set to wander? You're set to wander now. Fight! Set you to walk. Fight. Undo. Oh, what is happening here? What was that? Oh, hold on. I did the wrong thing. Oh, I was looking away. I didn't even really see that whole fight, but apparently Digimon won. It's literally been one hit every fight, hasn't it, more or less? Digimon, congratulations, you joined the rest of the Digimon. Have you sit? Have you returned to VPET? Why won't you return to VPET? Where are you? Return to VPET. Did I break you? Oh, you don't have a VPET. That would make sense. Forgot about that part. I never gave you a VPET to return to. Now return to the VPET. We'll get you up and about. Have you... No. Have you sit down so that when I put you up there, you'll just go down onto the ground just fine. So, I'm sensing a pattern. When it gets to that, I might, depending on how... We're at 30 minutes now. I'm good to keep going. I'm considering whether or not, depending on how stage 3 goes, if I'm going to skip straight to stage 4 and 5. Or if I'm going to skip stage 4, rather. Because the difference between stage 4 and 5 is pretty minimal. But no, I should just probably show off everything, because otherwise I'm just going to skip all the ultimate Digimon, and I don't want to do that. So get rid of all this. And everything else, just keep piling up dragon skulls, because apparently the Digimon are stronger. And I say that barely, because it's literally been one hit more or less every fight. If I don't need it anymore, you're just going in here. I don't need the Digi-Terminal here. I probably don't need more chests, so these here. I don't really need the Digibank or this. I'll keep the red stand in case I need to fix the ground. Somehow, the only damage to the only permanent damage that I didn't fix was, or only damage period rather, was one piece of missing sand, and 5 polished andesite blocks have been turned into the charred stuff and then into regular stuff. Wait, no, 4. Only 4. Ugh. Anyways, / do should fix up the wall. And we move on to stage 3. Stage 3 is going to be Garurumon versus a stage 3 Ice Dragon. Then it's going to be Frigimon versus a stage 3 Fire Dragon. And then I figure we should probably show off some Armor Digivolution instead of a champion. So I have one set up here that we did not get to show off. So we'll see that in just a moment. But first, obviously, we're going to go through through this fight. And, forgot about this. There we go. That should do. So, if I just set up the dragon over here, it's still nighttime / time / time that's not night. It is already night. Day. You're already set to wandering, right? Yeah. There's that. Versus Garurumon! Our partner from the very beginning. How are you going to fare here? Well, technically not our partner this time, but our partner from the original world. Our first time, 304 versus 230. Oh, and they're fighting. / sets. There. How's it going? Is this going to be the first? Okay. Garurumon just stunlocked it, I think. I want to run this fight again. Because Garurumon definitely looked like it got hit up like 4 times and then just stopped getting hit again. We're running this one back. I'm going to reset this one. Okay, walls back up, Garurumon's healed up. And I already have Garurumon set on the Enrager, so I just need to spawn in the dragon again. That air, and we're good to go. Garurumon's down a little bit. How's this fight going? Oh, Garurumon literally just got tossed and then teleported to me. Okay, I have to stay really close to this fight. Oh, Garurumon keeps getting, like, tossed. Okay! That was still a one hit, but a dragon won. Finally. Come back here. I need to make this one a 2 of 3. Okay, then. So, what happened there? Well, I think I might have, I think this one needs to go to a 2 of 3. But I think that might have been my fault. Or no, not entirely my fault, but the fault of how the game works. So, Garurumon ended up getting tossed around by the Ice Dragon, ended up going too far away and teleporting back to me. And because of that, it stopped being hostile to the Ice Dragon for some reason and stopped attacking it. So the Ice Dragon got in a couple free hits for some reason. So we're gonna have to try this one again, I think, for a best 2 of 3. Oh, get back here! Wanderer's staying. You know what? Fine, you can stay flying like that. There's no way I can fit a dragon in the stands. I didn't even think of what would happen if a stage 3, 4, or 5 won. So the dragons that win get to fly around outside, I guess. So, by that count, I should probably have a Garurumon in the stands as well. If it's... Maybe I should have waited to put that outside until we get the best 2 of 3 result. So, let's run it one more time. Garurumon down. Set up with the Enrager. Ice Dragon? Ice Dragon not down because it doesn't want to work right now. Hello? Game? Why have you decided that I can no longer bring out my dragons? 1 second. I thought I was ready to bring this in. Then it broke. This isn't the first time I, like, copy a dragon. I literally just copied the Ice Dragon I just used a second ago. I guess I'm going to grab this dragon, heal it up, and hopefully copying it will work then. So, let's grab a stakes for you. Wow, you need a lot of food to get up back to full. Dragon Horn. Copied. No, come back here. You were already on staying, but you were doing like weird swoop things. Okay, so that dragon is working. This one should too, because it's literally identical. So Garurumon out. Put on the Enrager. And it has decided it no longer wants to let me place down dragons. Okay, I've literally been copying those the entire time. Why have you decided to break now? I guess the game has decided that we are no longer allowed to do the best 2 of 3 then, between Garurumon and the Ice Dragon. So I guess this one's being officially called as a draw then. No, I'm fine with that. We need to move on at this point. I don't want to let this go forever. Although wait. I need to get away from Garurumon so I can tell Garurumon what to do. A little backwards, but whatever. Okay, so it for some reason decided it wanted to break and not let me spawn more dragons. I hope that's a one-time thing and doesn't happen again. All this gets tossed in here. This Garurumon gets tossed in here. I guess we move on. We move on. Tier 3 Fire Dragon versus... And just go in there. Now we got a Tier 3 Fire Dragon versus Frigimon. I hope this decides it doesn't want to break again. Frigimon, 207. Fire Dragon, 304. That one decided it wanted to work. Fight. No need to get rid of the wall for this one. Okay. So it seems like when the dragons do like that swoop attack, they manage to get in like 2 hits before the other before the Digimon gets in a fight. What? What? Huh? How did after what? Frigimon was slain by Fire Dragon. Fire Dragon was slain by Frigimon. Frigimon is still standing. Huh? That's not how, but that's what? Frigimon should have hit 0 HP right there and got turned back into an egg. That's, huh? How did, I'm so confused about what just happened there. I'm gonna attempt to Game, are you gonna allow me to run a, Tier 3 Fire Dragon? You're fine. Good to go away. Yes, there we go. We're running this one over again. Because I have no idea what just happened there. Frigimon definitely died, but so did the dragon. So, I'm just gonna get rid of the wall right now. It seems to be working just fine without it. If I set you, that... I should probably put the horn next to it so I can just get straight into from one to the other. Fire Dragon in. Enrage. Fight. Let's see how this one goes. This one I think is going to let me do a best 2 of 3. Oh, that's probably what broke it. Oh, that does like 100 damage when the dragon does that. But somehow Frigimon still won. Okay. I was very close to calling that one a draw, but Frigimon still won in the end. So there's that. And I think I need to start going a little bit faster with some of these. Frigimon. You get to go. Ugh. Frigimon. Sit down. I forgot I had the mob healer. How does this work? Left click on entity to heal it. I could do that the entire time. I'm a goof. I continue to be a goof. So that would have made the best 2 of 3s easier. So so far I have a whole lot of dragon skulls. And I feel like I'm just gonna keep collecting more. We've got 7 more fights to go through. And so far, we only have 1 dragon in the audience. 2 dragons, technically, because our Tier 1 dragon didn't actually get into a fight. Or our baby's Tier 1 dragon didn't. But we have 1 dragon in the audience that actually got into a fight and won. And it's dubious how they won. It should have gone to a best 2 of 3, but the game didn't let me do it. But anyways, it's time for an armor versus a Tier 3 lightning dragon. Let's, once again, get our eggs hatching with Chibo egg. We don't care about the mega for this one. We just care about what it goes to when it hits a rookie. This is also why we need 3 Digivice as well. So, I'm just going to feed you a lot of alarm clocks. If you let me. Game, why are you keep doing this to me? Maybe I tried grabbing a whole bunch of chips? What is going on? Let me try. And this egg is just eternally right here now. Oh, I see what happened here. This egg didn't get Tamer or Dangerous on it when I placed it down. That one did. What is the difference? Why did that one just decide to break? I literally can't get rid of that now. Here, we need to get it to level 11. Come on. Oh, I'm using megabytes. That would explain why it wasn't going up. I thought I had the exabytes out. So I guess we've just got this thing here now. I don't have a way to get rid of it. And it's... Digimon can't hit it either. That's dumb. That is actually dumb. Okay. So we have Digimon here. We're gonna need to get it more aged up as well. Digimon is a little blue ball. Digivolve to Dummy Vmon. This is the main character's partner Digimon from the second series, if you don't know. Or the in-training form of it, at least. And it goes up to Vmon once we give it the energy. I should have gotten it to level 10 before Digivolving it there, and so we got the extra level again. Where are energy things? There they are. There you go. Both of you can go up there. Demi Vmon, Digivolve to Vmon, the blue dino. And now, let's get into, let's see about what we can do about armor digivolving, huh? Vmon needs to be higher age and has to have more levels, because that's how armor digivolution works. You need to be level 22 for it. Go. Digivolve to armor digivolve to. I go again with this really cool animation. Raydramon. I decided to go with this one because I don't really know why. This is its armor form when it uses the Digi-Egg of Friendship, or the Digimental of Friendship. Sorry, that. It also has one when you use the Courage, and I think it has a couple more. I'm not sure if the others are actually in the mod. It is actually a pretty cool mon. Very fast when you ride on it. But it has like the same riding animation as all the other Digimon. So it's still not great. Come on, Raydramon. I'm trying to close the gate. No, you're not going outside right now. You have a fight. Also, it's definitely an electric type Digimon. So I figured putting it up against a thunder dragon, a lightning dragon, would be pretty thematic. So 230 versus 304. Once again, you are nocturnal. I keep forgetting that part. Time set day. No. Time set nights. Have you set to wander? And fight! What are you doing? There we go. Did I actually hit you this time? No? Okay. You want to fight? Now you're fighting. Okay. Let's see who wins here. I need to stay close enough so Raydramon doesn't teleport. But I also want to see the whole fight. Wow! Okay, Raydramon won. That one wasn't even close. Now... Oh my god. Game? You don't have a V-Pet again. I keep doing this. I keep forgetting, like, that I need to give it a V-Pet whenever I hatch it from an egg. At this point, I am very tempted to just skip to the end of this and break the glass and have the stage 5 versus the fights I have set up. But, I mean, I guess I'll speedrun these two. I think I'm just gonna skip this one at this point. I want to save a little bit of time. So we're gonna do know what? We're gonna skip Monzemon as well. We're just gonna have Wigurumon versus a stage 4. Just so we finish off the Garurumon line, for the most part so far. And so we get at least a little bit of a feel of the Ultimates fighting the stage 4s. But as everything else up to this point has shown, I would need to put, like, champions against stage 4s in order to lose some of these fights. Which I suppose I could try at some point. But, yeah. Let's, get back to daytime. Wagurumon, how you doing? Level 33, 354. Stage 4 Ice Dragon. 400, and you're currently set to stay. 354 versus 400. Escorts wander. Dead entities. 3, 2, 1, fight! Wagurumon, the ice attack does nothing. It's like little tiny bits of damage for like the tiny, for a little bit. Oh, when Wagurumon finally gets in an attack, it does a lot of damage. And we're in the walls now. But hold on. Wagurumon has lost this fight, though. If we count this as a ring out, Wagurumon lost. But also, if we just look at health amounts, I think I'm gonna null this fight real quick. This fight has to be nulled right now. We're starting back from fresh. I should probably have you set to follow me so you don't just, like, do that. You're eventually gonna go through the gates. Like that. No, no, not allowing that. Escort me. Come on, don't break anything over there, please. Ugh. How bad is the damage? You didn't break any chest, or you didn't break... I can actually just... Oh my god. Would you stop flying, please? You actual buffoon of a dragon, would you stop flying, please? Oh my god, you're actually breaking everything. Oh my god. Let's have you go back up to full as well. Mob and Rager. Mob and Rager, come on. The Ice Dragon immediately grabs Wagurumon. Wagurumon takes a lot of damage. But as soon as Wagurumon gets in those hits, it's over. The Digimon do a lot of damage, and they do it very quickly. So for the dragons to have any chance, they need to, like, grab them and, like, throw them around, and they need to, like, move around. So that's why we keep getting those fights where the dragons will occasionally just get the Digimon down to, like, really low health, and how Wagurumon just almost lost that fight before getting thrown through the wall. Very interesting. Can I, like, heal you up to alive? No, I can't. Let's get rid of you. Ooh, a dragon egg. We don't care about that, but still cool. Yeah. At this point, I have a feeling I know how the rest of this is gonna go. Literally everything's getting tossed in here, right? But, yeah. Wigurumon won that fight, technically, because I gave it a 2 of 3. Because he got thrown out of the ring. If I had, like, teleported Garurumon back in and just put them back to fight as was with current health, which I probably should have done, I'm fairly certain the Ice Dragon won. It's... With how the outcomes have turned out, you'd think this was 100% biased towards the Digimon. Like, the Digimon have won all but one round, technically. But there's more to it than that, surprisingly. like, it's one-sided victories versus losses, but it's not one-sided fights. Like, so many of those fights were down to one hit, and apparently, like, the dragon's tactics have a huge turnout in how the fight actually goes. So it's something interesting to keep in mind, that despite they're actually very... Hold on a second, what am I doing? Despite the obvious Digimon keeps winning, it's actually a decent fight. Don't even get me started on what happened with Frigimon. Frigimon lost a fight and still came out swinging somehow. I don't know. But anyways, we could do the same thing with Monzemon and getting Myotismon here on this one. But at this point, the fights are all going to be fairly similar, I think, with the Stage 4s. I kind of want to just show off the big stuff, so in case video finale, break glass. For their own crystal chest, I have these three selected in here. Metal Garurumon versus Yomengander, the Stage 5 Ice Dragon of max size. We also have Beelzemon versus Raiden, the Lightning Dragon Stage 5. And Omnimon versus Kaiju, the Stage 5 Fire Dragon. As our final three fights, let's start with Metal Garurumon, then we'll go Beelzemon, who I guess I should probably go over before we actually do their fights. I guess we jump into Yomengander versus Metal Garurumon, huh? As we put Metal Garurumon down, 486 health, level 44. Yomengander here, the Ice Dragon, of max size, who is currently sitting down, is massive with 500 health and 21 built-in armor. I need to set you to escorts. Here we go. Garurumon got like thrown around. What is even happening right now? The entire arena is getting broken. Garurumon's down about 100 health. Yomengander's dead. What? How? That one wasn't even close. Is the jump from tier 4 to tier 5 just not that big then? How did that happen so quickly? I was expecting more. Like, complete and utter annihilation of the center of the map. I was expecting that one. I was not expecting our tier 5 dragon to go down in like 4 hits though. I guess the megas really are just that strong. And I guess at this point I kind of have to take back everything I said about this being a relatively close match. Quick repair job. Everything that gets... Oops. I'm gonna fix this 1 second. Damage to the arena has been repaired, and I really wish I had slow-mo for what just happened in that fight. I was expecting it to go a little bit longer, but Yomengander started blowing stuff up, like where Metal Garurumon got like tossed around, and I ended up going too far away, and they teleported back, so the fight ended up moving around and all of that. From this point on, any damage to the arena gets redone with Obsidian. But somehow, Metal Garurumon, sorry, I keep saying Garurumon, just did like insane amount of damage in like no time at all. And I just wasn't expecting it to go down that fast. Anyways, we've got a victor for that round, needless to say. Metal Garurumon comes out on top over Yomengander. I guess we'll do Beelzemon versus Raiden the Lightning Dragon next, but we should probably go over Beelzemon first. This is Beelzemon, the Mega form for Impmon, the starter I got when I started up this one. And a mon I love a lot. They are very cool. It's not actually in the mob, but they do just ride a motorcycle and are just straight up a biker dude. And they do actually have a form change, which I guess I'll just... mode change. Well, if you go in this form, I don't think it's any, like, battle stats. It might just be cosmetic. But look at those giants, like, demon... They're kind of like Dark Angel wings rather than demon. And one of the arms just becomes a Mega Cannon. Because, of course, it's Digimon. Why wouldn't it? It doesn't actually have a special move. Uh-oh. I should not have done that. I'll be back whenever the game loads up after this crash. One moment. Okay, we're back. It only takes about 3 minutes to load back up the game, so it's not actually that long. But we are not going to be looking at your special screen again. Sorry about that, Beelzemon. I wanted to show off stuff, but I realized something was missing and decided to look into it, and that did not turn out well. Beelzemon? Burst mode, I think, is what the BM stands for. Really cool! 678 health. You won. This is the Digimon that oh yeah, I raised you up from my, what's it called? Impmon I got at the start. I, like, copied it so it has, like, the same stats and whatnot as it would if it was that same exact Impmon. But, yeah, 678 HP, a whole lot of really high stats. We're gonna do this fight. Basically to see how badly Beelzemon wins. Because, I don't have high hopes for Raiden, rather. Not, I almost called them Raymond. That's not right. Also, I can't just, like, go back through my, the things now. Previous commands, I have to type in the new ones. Roar to you too. Raiden. Come on, where's your hitbox? There we go. Fight. Beelzemon just did 100 attack damage in one hit. Raiden is going in for it. Raiden's trying. How bad was it? I think you have more health left than Raiden has total. Yes you do. You lost 162 health. So everything at all I said about these being close fights went out the window as soon as we put Megas against Stage 5. Apparently the jump from Ultimate to Stage 5 is just so much... Ugh. The Ultimate to Mega is apparently a much bigger gap than Stage 4 to Stage 5. Now, what's the damage like on this one, actually? Didn't fully... Excuse me, sorry. Didn't fully look at all the damage done this round. So, not actually that bad. Only a little bit more obsidian to put in. There we go. And with that, we've only got one more fight for the video. I'm not going to do, like, the other things like that. I could probably take, like, a rookie and face it down against the Cyclops and be perfectly fine. If you were to tell... I could probably take an ultimate and place it up against some of these. Firefly. That's what you want. Okay. I saw something just, like, floating in there with, like, the effect bubbles or whatever. But anyways, let's take a look at this, shall we? Omnimon. I should have gone with, like, merciful mode. Just to, like, add a bit of coolness. But I can't actually figure out how to... I say that, but I can't actually figure out how to get it working. So you're set all fine. 486 health, 53 attack, 61 defense. A whole bunch of cool stats and whatnot. I think your defense is technically higher than Beelzemon. But yeah. I guess that's what cautious does. Versus our final fight of the night, Kaiju. Are you set to wander or are you set to Wander. Okay, that works. Let's have you pre-selected before I turn it daytime. Are we ready for final fight of Digimon versus Ice and Fire? I apologize for how, like... I'm trying to get a good photo of you, please. Kaiju, you're kind of blocking out Omnimon. Kaiju, you're kind of too big for this. There's a reason I called you Kaiju. Kaiju, I can't get a good picture of you two. It's I'll get one. Okay. Kaiju's already selected. Let's make sure, let's try and get Omnimon to like teleport over to us so there's a little bit of separation. Come on, Omnimon. Get over here. Did I set you to sit down on accident? No, I did not. Follow me, come on. Am I gonna have to put you in a V-Pet to get the separation I'm looking for? No, Kaiju. Don't start flying around. You're gonna... Are they set to fight? They are! Okay, Kaiju's throwing off fireballs. He always picked up Omnimon. He's throwing him around. Omnimon hasn't even gotten a hit in likewise. Whoa, look at this. Come on, Kaiju, you got this. I kind of want Kaiju to win. Have they broken? They decide they want to be friends instead of fight? But are they stuck on that? What happened here? What? Oh, here we go. They started getting hits in again. Come on, Kaiju, no! Kaiju, no! What has happened? Kaiju has decided he doesn't want to fight anymore. No, Kaiju! Why have you done this? What is happening? Kaiju, come on. Oh, Kaiju picked him up. I fixed it. Kaiju won. Kaiju won. Yeah. With 1 HP. What happened there? Kaiju deserved that one. I have no idea what just happened. I was having a hard time getting them to fight. Kaiju just wanted to fly around and be friends, apparently. Then Kaiju picks up Omnimon and just starts thrashing. Your home possession is set here. Wandering. Dragon to Sting. There we go. Thank you, Kaiju. Our one and first actual dragon winner. And it's against what I think is supposed to be one of the strongest Digimon, of course. One of the strongest Digimon in canon. Oh, thank you for roaring in my ear, Kaiju. Yes, you're a good boy. Are you... Hold on a second. Kaiju? Kaiju is female. I am sorry. You're a good girl, Kaiju. 1 HP in a dream, Kaiju. Good job. That last fight, what was that? Kaiju decided that she, I'm sorry, wanted to be friends. Oh. Who's a good dragon? Who's a good dragon? That fight should have been Kaiju, because Kaiju decided to use Omnimon as a chew toy, but apparently didn't want to kill Omnimon. Because Kaiju just decided halfway through the fight that they were done after putting Omnimon down to like 150. Yes, I hear you, Kaiju. I hear you. You're a good dragon. But yes, chew toy. I don't want to play with you anymore. I don't want to hurt you. And then Omnimon just like kept beating up Kaiju, putting them to 1 HP, and then Kaiju was like, and then Kaiju still didn't want to fight until I told them to fight. What even was that? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, Kaiju is apparently the grand winner for the night. Only the first dragon to win a full-on round that wasn't like messed up due to something that should have been a one best of 3. Ugh, sorry. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to call it, with Kaiju standing dominant with 1 HP. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time, wherein tomorrow we're probably going to do like a scratch and itch episode because I don't have a full-on series planned out yet. And then probably the next day after that, we're going to start up a non-Minecraft series. If you have a suggestion for the game, let me know down below. But if I don't get suggestions before I go about deciding on what game to play, I might be making the executive decision over what I already have a hold of. But anyways, with all that said, and without further ado, take care, everybody.